Hello everyone, my name is Sarah and I'm a health and wellness and mysticism enthusiast. I've created this channel, Mindful Medicine, as a info resource for anyone equally curious about health and wellness practices and global and cosmic mysticism. The information I give you here is in hope that you can utilize it as a tool to create greater well-being for yourself and your life as a whole, holistically. Today I wanted to talk about the full moon, which has been titled Super Blood Wolf Moon. It's a supermoon because it's closer to the Earth, so it appears larger to us. It's a blood moon because it's an eclipse tonight, and the eclipse, during the process of the eclipse, it gives it like that red shade. And I believe it was named, the first or full moon in January is called a wolf moon because many times in Native American tales, they would hear a lot of wolves howling in the night in January. It could also be a part of their mating season, so that goes a little bit with the title. And this moon is a very powerful moon because it's also combined with a lunar eclipse and it's a super moon, so its energies are a lot closer to the Earth than usual. So I kind of wanted to talk about the mysticism and energy work that is happening during this time, and how you can use this knowledge of the energy that's going around to your greater well-being. Maybe it can help you make some choices that will inspire something new and something different in your life in a very beneficial way. A couple of the titles or main key terms I wrote with this new moon, as I've researched some different outsources of different astrologists, is passion, emotion, fulfilling your heart's joy, and letting go. So this lunar eclipse is very strongly revolving around letting things go that no longer serve your greater purpose, your greater happiness, your highest self. And it's really important at this time to move forward. And even though it is terrifying at times and it can be fearful letting things go that you're used to, it's kind of like a sobering call, like a wake-up call to really, pinpoint these things in your life that deep down aren't doing anything for you. They're not benefiting you. They're not growing you. I'm going to go through my notes a little bit and let you know what I got down here. So this full moon is in the signs of Leo and Aquarius. Leo is all about the heart, our passions, shining bright, and Aquarius is all about reviewing things, looking at things from multiple angles so we can make the right choice. And it's really important now to think about what gives you the greatest excitement in your life, what brings you the most maximum joy, and that's what you want to start pulling towards. Really, you really got to start making the decision, because the planets are really coming together to give us a gift, basically, to give us the gift of energy flow that is going to take all of our dreams and our passions in the right direction, as long as we do the work to follow through with them. So that means letting go of a lot of BS that we don't need, patterns that don't work for us anymore, and catering to things or people just to keep the peace. you know, this is a time where we need to take greater leadership into our own lives. And by doing so, by being a leader, you can't always make everybody happy. But this is about taking leadership in your life. So you do have to have that kind of selfish self-care, and just and finding your way, navigating your way appropriately, in doing so, and going forward in your passions and your joy. There's one astrologist that I really enjoy watching, and he says, right now, it's it's not a time to mess with your heart. You really need to follow your heart, and to turn it on like 110%. You need to turn it on and feel it, and let go of what is not aligned with your highest frequency, of of absolute love and joy. This is the time now. You know, it's like the train. You know, that you just need to jump on for your life. Um, you know, it's not a time to, you know, go into escapism or to lose yourself to addictive qualities that don't serve you anymore. This is really a time about choices, and that's why it's kind of tough right now. You know, you could be feeling very emotional about things because we're looking at things in our lives that don't work for us, relationships, habits, all kinds of things that we're feeling very deeply at this moment because we're kind of being pressed, like, oh, we need to make this choice to let it go. And it could be hard, you know, it's not like an easy thing, but it will be a liberating thing once we do so. So my notes I see right here, it says the cardinal signs are squaring the sun and Uranus, which means go. It means go. It's pushing you. This is the time now to start taking action in what you really believe is fulfilling you deeply in your soul and your heart. Mars and Venus are moving in harmony, which is a beautiful thing. It's all about listening to your gut. Like I said before, you must consider your individual self in alignment with your supreme heart path. And it's not about satisfying everyone. You know, this weekend could be filled with, you know, a bit of drama, because of the choices we make or what we need to do for ourselves. But you know, Jupiter is in position where it's here to give us whatever we want. So we have this beautiful energy in the cosmos that is here to like kind of grant us a wish, you know, grant us a wish of our deepest desires. That's what the energy is for. It really wants us to go down deep and get rid of the junk that we don't need and move forward into whatever it is that you need to make that step towards in your life. And it's a small window, so we won't really see this energy for a really long time, and that's why I'm making this video, because I hope I can inspire some people to really take that moment to think for themselves, what is it that I really want, and how do I get there, and what is the first step I can take, what is something that I can release that is not serving me, and then take a little bit of action towards it. I'm not saying do it all in one day, but at least like get the mentality. Like that's why I named this mindful medicine, because it's things you can think about that will help you, things to help you be mindful about that will help create better patterns in your life, and hopefully keep those patterns moving, which will create greater patterns that are better for your life. So like I said before, it can be a very emotional time, but it's also a time, you know, we have the moon in Leo, so it's a courageous time for us. You know, we have a little bit of a mix. Aquarius, you know, likes to take a step back and before jumping in, and Leo's all about jumping in. So you got a little bit of two parts here. You know, and whether we take that step or don't, you know, some things can lead us to our highest greatest happiness and truth, or it could kind of bring us down. So that's why I really want to strengthen this message of releasing things you no longer need, moving forward with what makes you happy, what you know you really feel great in, great doing, patterns, you know, that ignite the happiness in your heart. So Aquarius has to do with Uranus, and Uranus is has to do with the heavens and the water and the weather, and this is what is a huge energy that's pushing us to get to like our highest self, our own personal idea of like heaven while we're here on earth, and what are these things that we desire and dream about, and they really make sense. It really makes sense, you know. I'm sure like a million people could be like, oh, I want like, you know, to win the lottery or something. But before that happens, hopefully that can happen for lots of people. That sounds great. But before anything that happens, what are other things that will really create constant joy in your life? Follow that, you know. And this is also the last lunar Leo eclipse in a really long time, so that's something to consider, because Leo is all about, you know, fire, sun, happiness, expression of ourselves, of our truest self. So it's a lot to consider moving forward and finding that for ourselves. So this is a real strong time of letting go, renewal, tuning in, and changing ways of being, moving forward, and discipline also, because when we decide to change into a new direction, it doesn't mean like, oh, I just decided and then it's over. It's like, no, I need to take action. So really planning out steps that are going to help you be successful into your new transformation, basically. You know, really be open to embracing something new, and you know, honoring your ideas of how our individual ideas of how we can help humanity in different ways. There's all different ways to help humanity, whether it's just being a good person and acknowledging all the people you see around you, spreading those good vibrations, or, you know, doing hands-on things. There's so many different ways, even like writing or speaking. There's so many different outlets that we can help each other and help each other grow and help the earth be a happy planet, basically. So one of the last things I'll end here is, no matter how scared you are to let go of some of these things that can be really difficult, you should make a promise to yourself that that you will move forward, and in this release of things that no longer serve you, you will be able to reclaim your power, reclaim the leadership in your own individual life, and radiate that small, beautiful child within that has so much love to give, and, you know, experience, and yeah, and just really dive into a new world created by yourself, led by yourself, for everybody else. When we do good things for ourselves, we're helping others do good things for themselves, and it's a great thing to express out in the world, because then people will take that action forward. They will see you taking action for your lives and want to do the same for themselves. You know, it's an inspiration that can move forward in multiple ways and multiple planes across the planet. So I know lots of people will have feelings of uncertainty and difficulty clearing away emotional baggage. It could be mood swings, impulsive reactions. Just try to stay really grounded and understand that if you move forward in the direction that fulfills your heart's joy, there will be opportunity waiting around the corner. It's just basically the energy is so strong and so giving at this moment. It's a really potent time to take advantage of it and move forward. And even if it's in small steps, even if it's just mentally deciding, you know, that okay, I'm ready to let this go, and I'm gonna feel what I have to feel and have that time too, but then I'm also gonna move forward in what really makes me feel amazing. And when we feel amazing individually, we, like I said, we radiate that light outwards, and that's what the world needs. And it's just gonna go on and create more beauty and more miracles. Yeah, so I'm going to pull one of my cards to end this off. And I have this cool deck that I really like to use. It's called Earth Magic. Anyways, it's by Stephen Farmer, and he writes a lot of animal medicine books, and he just has a lot of great information, and I really like how he writes about different animals and mystic knowledge across the globe. So I'm just going to kind of have the intention of something in this deck to give us a, give us a little bit of guidance as we move through this super blood wolf moon eclipse, and allow it to pour its beautiful energy upon us along with the other planets and what they're creating for us. And yeah, and then feel really good about the decisions we make moving forward and creating more beauty in our lives for ourselves. All right, so we got this one, volcano volatility, boom, all about explosion with passion. I'll read a little bit into it. All right, so I'm just going to read the description because I like it a lot. Okay, Pele is the goddess who lives on the big island of Hawaii, dwelling there in the craters of the active volcano. She's considered passionate, volatile, and capricious, and is perhaps the best known of the panoply of Hawaiian deities. Since 1983, she has been sending ribbons of lava down the mountainside and into the sea, thereby creating new land. In this image, we see her subtle visage in the spewing fire of the volcano. In ancient Hawaiian chants, Pele is described as she who shapes the sacred land, and it's from the magnificent and powerful goddess being and her periodic eruptions that new earth is formed as the resulting lava merges with her sister. The goddess of the sea, Namaka Aokahai, the volatile and unpredictable nature of the volcanic eruptions is widely known in spite of science efforts at forecasting these blow-ups. They sometimes happen without warning. Whether the eruptions are slow and steady or violent or unexplosive, it's an unstoppable force, and one very dramatic way of nature changes and shapes the land. Like I said, there could be a lot of drama this weekend, so just be aware of that. Be aware of your own emotions, and maybe other people are feeling all of this too. We're all in it together. It says, this is a particularly volatile time for us. Unexpected changes, sometimes quite sudden and dramatic, are occurring in ways that you have absolutely no control over. These occurrences may be so powerful as to shake up what you formerly thought as the foundations of your security. That may even cause you to reassess the direction of your life is taking, to question some of your relationships, to reevaluate the work you have chosen. Although these events may rock your world, know that Spirit is guiding force behind them. It is a matter of finding your trust that life knows what it is doing in the midst of these storms of change. It also requires you to make adjustments quickly and to not cling to what was, but instead move forward and welcome with your arms wide open what is yet to come, all from a place of being present in this moment. You truly have nothing to fear. That's a great message, I think. And it's perfect because it's all about change, creating new land for yourself, new beginnings, like it's a reset button, like a new start for yourself in a different way. And yes, definitely letting go of what no longer serving you, and having faith that you're being guided. You're being guided to your next step, and in a beautiful way, you know. But it does take hard work. It takes discipline, and it takes allowance and trust. And so I hope all of you find the moment to have for yourself and discover what your next big action is towards your heart's joy, and moving forward with it. Everybody enjoy the full moon and this energy that is taking us in a beautiful direction. And have a great night. Thank you. Bye.